Hi everybody, this is Maureen Wong for YourNextStamp.com. Today we're going to be making this cute little froggy card, so let's get started. I'm speeding up the video here because I don't want you to have to watch this forever, so I'm taking the sticky note set from Your Next Stamp and I'm using this frog and I'm putting him on my small Martha Stewart footed stamp press and inking him up with VersaFine Onyx Black ink. The ink stays wet for a little while, so we actually have enough time to emboss it. So I'm going to emboss it with Detail Clear embossing powder. And heat it up with my heat tool until the powder melts. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to zoom in here so that we can do some coloring, and I'm using my Zig Clean Color Real Brush Markers. This darker green is number 40, and I'm very sorry I color out of the shot for just a little bit here, but I will be coming back into the shot in just a minute, so if you can bear with me. And basically what I'm doing is just scribbling a little bit of color and then dragging the water around the image with my water brush. I have said in the past that I don't really like using water brushes because it's harder to control the amount of water that's coming out. But this image is fairly simple, so I decided to just take the easy route and use my water brush. Now for this lighter green, this is number 41, and I'm doing the same thing with just the little bit of coloring and then dragging out the color with my water brush. Then I decided to add that same color over the previous green on his little foot pads. And that is basically it. So now I'm going to take the matching die and run him through my die cut machine, and there he is all cut out. Now I cut a rectangle using the Stitch Rectangle die set, but I don't want it this wide, so what I'm going to do is actually move my die over so I get the width that I want, and then I'm going to tape that into place and run it through my die cut machine, and I will get the shape that I want, but with all the stitching marks, as you can see here. So you're not limited to just the sizes of the dies. You can actually alter the sizes if you want. And here I've taken a little piece and die cut it with another size of the Stitch Rectangle dies. I'm going to take the sentiment Hey There from the same sticky note set, put it onto my small footed stamp press, and I did treat the little piece of cardstock with my anti-static bag, so because I'm going to be embossing this in Detail White embossing powder, and I just stamped that with VersaMark ink. And here I'm putting on the white detail powder, and then I'm going to heat it, but it's such a small piece I'm using a reverse action tweezers to hold it so I don't burn my fingers. And again, heat until the powder melts. And that is done, so we can start assembling our card. I will zoom out in just a little bit here, so bear with me. I've got a white A2 size card base that I'm going to be making my card with, and I'm taking the panels that I've cut earlier and mounting them onto my card base with my ATG gun. And I cut another piece from light green, a lighter green cardstock with a Stitch Rectangle die, so all the pieces have that stitching detail on them. I'm going to lightly put this down, making sure not to press it yet because I want to slip that little sentiment piece under the edge there. And once I get that all positioned how I want it to be, then I can press down the lighter green panel. Okay, now I have these green apple glittered gumdrops, also from Your Next Stamp, and I'm going to arrange 3 of them at the bottom of the card, hopefully in a straight line. And then what I'm going to do is take my little frog and some mounting foam tape and cut that up into little pieces so that I can pop him up a little bit on the card. Okay, and I'm sticking him on at a slight angle because I think it looks cuter that way, and there is the finished card. So I hope you like this video and these products, and we hope to see you over at yournextstamp.com. Thank you very much for watching.